I want to show you guys something that's driving me absolutely bonkers. So I decided that I wanted to get into doing some user interface design type stuff, and I don't have any software for it. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I look around, and the obvious choice today is something called Figma. So I go to look up Figma. The joke, obviously, is Figma balls. But anyway, there's a reason that I have my YouTube page here up and not the actual Figma page. I'm about to show it to you. And for a company that's supposed to be all like, hey, we are the premier, everybody uses our products for user interface design, especially for websites, apparently, you're going to see why I have a problem with this. So look at my mouse pointer. Do you see it? It's over there on the left. If you can't see it, then that's your problem. Now, here we go. I went to Figma, and I went to their pricing because I was curious, like, do they have a free tier or whatever. Now, you might be wondering, why is my mouse still up here? Because watch what happens when I move it down to the Figma page. Okay, that's not my mouse pointer. That's not my text selector. This page is switching out my mouse pointers for some crap that they have chosen that looks worse. I don't want this. I don't want to be having my pointer changed by your stupid page. I selected pointers in my operating system. This hand looks stupid. This arrow looks stupid. This text selector looks stupid. For a company who's supposed to be all about user interface design, you've already made a big mistake by switching out my mouse pointer for something I'm not as familiar with. Because now you're going to make your site harder to use just by virtue of the pointer being messed up. Oh, but everyone's on a tablet. Shut up. I don't care that everyone's on a tablet. That's their problem. They shouldn't be on a tablet. They're losers. I'm not a loser, so I want my pointer back. And I don't know if there's a way to override it, but that's great. Whatever. Okay, so I'll browse the site using King Retard pointers here that look worse than what I had. My pointer here was perfectly fine, but what is this crap? Alright, next problem. New releases. 1 out of 5. This is garbage. This is bad design. Look how it scrolls off the page. So first of all, if you have these things and you want me to see these things, you can put them in sections. Look, you put all this other stuff in sections. I've got all these tables with features and stuff. Why can't you have this be on multiple rows? But no, it gets worse. See, not only does it look like this, and by the way, this is at 100% zoom. You see there's no zoom here? This is at 100%, and I've scaled it up to the size of my 1440p monitor, and it looks the same. This does not change based on how much viewport you have. By the way, I really hate how websites have these huge margins, and they waste my giant display. And why is all this so small, but then all this is humongous? See, this is what I don't understand. This is not good design. Everything about this is crap design. So watch what happens whenever I try to go view the rest of this 1 out of 5. Now, 1 out of 5 what? Does that mean that there's 5 pages of this stuff? Does that mean there's 10 since I can see 2 full ones and I can see the start of another one? I don't know, but let's find out. So I click this and oh my god. It didn't even move over a whole tile? Thumbnail? Category? Look, it's cut off right here. What happens if I do this? Oh god. So 1 out of 5 means that there's 4 more that are just cut off to the right. It doesn't even go a, quote, page, a horizontal page, or this viewport, whatever, at a time. And it's slow. This transition crap is so slow. Oh my god. It's like watching a turtle. Oh my god. Why do I have to wait? Wait, what? So 5 out of 5 doesn't even mean what it looked like it meant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you really did just mean there are 5 items. This is part of the problem with this crap, is that this is ambiguous. 1 out of 5. But no, I'm not seeing 1 out of 5. I'm seeing 1, 2, and half of 3 out of 5 total. And 1 out of 5, it doesn't tell me what this is. How much more can I expect? See, at first, I thought, oh, there must be a ton of stuff in here for them to collapse it like this. But no, they want to put this dumb, slow, boring, annoying transition that even if I click really fast, it still takes a long time to move. Also, Code Fem, yeah, great way to tell us that you're probably a politically, leftist company, not really good idea to bring any kind of political trash in, even if it's indirect like this. If you're a business, you exist to make money. You don't exist to push politics, or at least you're not supposed to. So anyway, huge text, still huge text, small text. And then this stuff is small text. Compare all features. Oh, look, I've got to give them credit. This stuff, at least, this is supposed to be a feature table, so they've got somewhat less white space than they would normally have. So I can't complain too much about this, but it could have been smaller. There could be less white space. Everything has too much empty space around it these days. And I know all the designers are like, oh, you need to make good use of white space so people don't think it's crowded. I don't care. I want to be able to read all these features without having to do scroll. And it gets worse. You see all these collapsible sections? See, this really sucks. Now, I understand grouping it into sections, but then each section has collapsible subsections. And what do they say? Now, look. This is components, and it has check marks. What am I going to get if I open this? Create a reusable design component out of any collection of objects or layers. First of all, why is this broken across the second line? So now it's huge. So that's a big ding right there. You've got multiple lines there, and there's tons of white space, but this doesn't really add much. You could have fit all of that information into this section. You could have had just this and not the word component. See, this doesn't really tell me anything. Components doesn't mean anything to me. If I'm just some random guy at a business trying to figure out what I want, none of this means anything to me. Okay, video in prototypes. That's self-explanatory. But wait, interactive prototypes? What's the point of having a user interface design tool that you can't do user interface design with? Interfaces are designed to be interacted with. Of course, this is probably just garbage to fluff out the free tier. But yeah, interactive prototypes with interactive blah, blah, blah. You could have just put that. You could have just described the thing and not had a title for every single subsection when you've got such a short description in the first place. There's no reason that this should have been like this. Dev mode. Okay, whatever. But I don't know what advanced inspection is. That's why I have to pop this down and read it. So I'm going to have to pop them all down anyway. At a minimum, couldn't you just have had like something in here that says expand all so I could read all the sections for the crap that you expect me to look through? Like, why can't you do that? Why, if you're a user interface design company, why is it that you can't make a good interface here? Why is it that you can't lay your content out in a way that is meaningful and it doesn't waste my time? This is all a waste of my time. All this collapsibility crap, I think you're just trying to show off, but it actually has the opposite effect. You're wasting my time. I'm a businessman trying to do business, trying to look at your product and evaluate it, whether or not I want to start using it at all. What is a seat? Okay, see, now I can understand this to some extent, but why is there all this? This whole section here, let me just pull up some of my satanic tools over here. This section right here, over here, this shouldn't be here. There shouldn't be a whole big empty section over here. Guys, okay? You see this? I have a 1440p monitor, okay? I have a monitor where I can see tons and tons of information, and you've designed this as if I have a tablet. And even then, this shouldn't be over here for a tablet. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. This is a complete waste of my time. I shouldn't have to do any of this. Why is this section like this? Why can't you just have the answer with the question? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Look at all these short answers. You could have just put all of this on the page and it would have been fine. And that's it. Like, you can collapse to this if someone's actually on a mobile platform, but I'm not. You're wasting my time. I want all this space over here back, man. I want all this to go away. I want whatever this is to not be here. I need it to not be here. Make it go away. And then, what? And then, of course, this is absolutely figures, right? This is just the way that they'll do you, man. What is this? What is this? What is this? And it's all bound by this, right? So let's see if I can fix this for them. Can we really quickly maybe just get this fixed so that it's not so stupid. Where are they limiting the width? Where are they? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the other problem with some of these design tools, is they leave this crap everywhere. What am I supposed to do with this? So, is this... Yeah, I'm not going to spend all day trying to figure out how to fix Figma's Ligma. God almighty. Scroll bar width. Max content width. There's what we need to go away. Go away. Go away. I don't know what I just nuked. But yeah, I'm really tired of this crap. Just, oh my god. Really? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I nuke the whole page if I turn that one off. This is just embarrassing, guys. This is so incredibly embarrassing. I'm Lego block padding. What the fuck? Anyway, I hate this stuff. I'm dilly-dally on this, but the bottom line is that they could have done better, and they chose not to. They could have not had everything smashed. Oh, look at this. Trusted by teams at. And it's cut off. So, and something tells me that's not my fault, but I'll reload it just to see if I wrecked. Nope. Nope, it's cut off. Look, it's cut off. I thought that might be BASF. So what the fuck? I don't get it, man. You're supposed to be a user interface company and your website is dog shit. What about the rest of it? What's it? Think bigger. Think bigger, build faster. Useless slogan. Insert useless corporate slogan here. What is that? What is this? This stuff shouldn't be here. I don't want to use my Google account to sign into Figma. Get started for free. Yeah, okay, it's cool that all this is here, but all this animation crap is annoying. I don't want to see this when I get to your page. I don't want to see any of this when I get to your page. If I want to see this, I'll go up here and I'll be like, hey, show me your product. Or you could at least hide it behind something. Oh, the controls are at the bottom instead of the top. Oh, look. And whenever, I can't switch without moving away from it, then moving back to it. There are so many things about this website. Look at all this wasted space. Oh my God, look at all this wasted space. And it just figures that the head of design for GitHub, the Microsoft-owned politically charged organization that I've largely left because they suck, it figures that she would be like, oh, this is great. Look, they've got the same problem where the brands scroll off the page. Okay, this might be a little better, except you're still treating me like I'm on a tablet. This is huge. There's all this empty space. What happens if I click this? Okay, so you switch the stuff around. This seems to exist more to tickle people who do the design stuff. Oh, look, isn't that clever? But you don't need to be clever. You need to give me tools to work with that accomplish my goals. Oh God, they've got the 1 out of 4 thing again. And what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my God, it started moving. Why is it moving? I can't follow all this. This is stupid. Like, if I want to watch a demo of your product, just give me a video that shows it to me. What in the hell are you doing here? This is annoying. This is so annoying. Oh my God. This right here reeks of that corporate art style that everyone hates. That corporate Memphis. Oh my God. See, beginner tutorial. Oh my God. Did you see it said the page can't be found and then it loaded the actual page? What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh my God. They have a bad link and they covered it up. What? Wow. Oh, look, guide to FigJam. Now, here we go. It's still got too much white space. There's way too much empty space. But at least it's, like, usable. And you know why it's usable? Because this was designed for people to follow and get actual work done. Still too much white space. But I think we can forgive it because this is what your website should be like. It should be straightforward. It should be informational. It shouldn't be, look at me, I've done a shit job of design, and I'm going to go out of my way to annoy you into thinking that it's good. It's not. It'll never be good. Anyway, that's enough of that. I want my mouse pointer back. Go here to see more videos about having your mouse pointer back.